Okay, so I wanted to talk about the oracles of God and teachers and all of that sort of thing. So, um, I hope this will be eye-opening and cause people to pause and think, Selah, if you will, before dogmatically teaching things that they might not have exactly correct. So, Hebrews 5:12. For when For when this time ye ought to be teachers, you have need that one teach you again the first principles of the oracles of God, and are become such as have need of milk, and not of strong meat. I would argue that Paul has a lot of strong meat, and people who are unskilled in the word of righteousness is a babe, and should probably not use Paul to make up their doctrine. So, this oracles of God is a very interesting phrase. It's used three times in the New Testament. So, we have three witnesses where we could establish this doctrine. And we're going to use those three passages to get some context as to what these oracles of God are, that are the milk and what you need before ingesting strong meat. So, let's get into it. So, if we go to our TSK, we can see that the oracles of God are used in Acts 7, Romans 3:2, and here in Hebrews 5:12. I guess they are used in First Peter. I think Samuel is a little bit different context. We can look at First Peter at the end. So, from this passage, we can gather that the oracles of God are milk, and you need milk before strong meat. And these are the basics, the things that the first principles. So this is important. This is something that you need to know at the beginning of your faith. And if we go to Romans, it says, "What advantage then has the Jew, or what profit is of the circumcision?" Well, much in every way, chiefly or firstly, because that unto them, the Jews, were committed the oracles of God. Okay, so what did the Jews have that the Gentiles didn't? Well, they had the scriptures, the oracles of God. Okay, so the scriptures, the Jews probably go so far as to say the Torah, because no other Gentiles had the Torah. Very interesting. All right, and now let's go to Acts 7. So this is that Moses which said unto the children of Israel, "A prophet shall the Lord your God raise up for you out of your brethren, like unto me, and him you shall hear." Well, this is he that was in the church in the wilderness with the angel which spoke to him in the Mount Sinai, and with our fathers who received the lively oracles to give to us, or the oracles of God. I'm not sure why they translated that lively there, but it is the same word. To whom our fathers would not obey, and in their hearts turned back again to Egypt. So, from these three passages, we can determine that the oracles of God are something that the Jews had. It's the milk. It's very important. You need it before getting into other strong doctrine, strong meat. And the oracles of God also came down from Mount Sinai. Well, everybody heard the Ten Commandments, so Moses didn't have to go up the mountain to get the Ten Commandments. What Moses had to go up to get was the entire Torah, because the people plugged their ears and decided to quit listening after 10 words and made Moses go listen for them. So we can see that the oracles of God is most definitely the Torah when building a case from all three of these verses. It's the one thing that Moses had to go up and get. The Jews had it, and according to Hebrews, it is the milk that we need to understand the strong meat, the strong words. So, I would like to submit to you that you should go get into the Torah because if you don't know the beginning of a book, you're probably going to misunderstand the end. Shalom.